Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and yeah, I've got a long story to tell, so let's start from the beginning. I had just come back after 5 years studying abroad. My family lived in this huge fancy mansion, but there's something I couldn't ignore. My mom had passed away while I was gone. Every time I thought about it, my heart just cracked again. From then on, Dad became my whole world. He treated me like I was the most precious thing on earth. But one day, my dad didn't come home alone. He wasn't alone. He walked into the house with a boy.
Elizabeth, sweetheart, this is Caleb. He's 4.
The kid grinned at me and waved.
Whoa, this house is huge. It's so cool.
I don't remember us having any relatives.
From now on, Caleb will be staying with us.
Staying with us? Like here in our house?
Yes, he's family now.
But who is he?
Think of him as your little brother.
One terrifying thought hit me full force. Dad had a secret family, and this 4-year-old was the proof. I completely lost it, while Caleb stayed totally unbothered, running around the living room.
This fuzz is so big, it's taller than me.
Don't touch that. I was about to demand answers when Dad's assistant stepped in.
Your dad's really exhausted. He needs to rest.
Please try to understand, sweetheart.
From that moment on, Caleb officially became the smallest, loudest, most chaotic intruder in my life. Every morning he waited outside my bedroom door yelling,
Lizzie, I waited for you forever. I counted to 103 times.
"Why are you waiting for me?"
Cause I wanted to see you.
My face softened before I could stop it. His eyes were always smiling, and he moved like he never ran out of energy.
Why do you walk so fast? Do grown-ups always walk like that? Do you think I'll walk fast when I'm big? Your hair's really pretty. Can I?
No. I didn't even know which question I was answering. With Caleb, my answer was always no. Every time his face dropped and he quietly went back to his room, I didn't care. He wasn't supposed to be here anyway. Even so, I still made breakfast for Dad. Angry or not, he was still my dad.
That smells really good. Can I eat some?
He smiled like I hadn't yelled at him half an hour earlier.
I love pancakes and waffles and cereal.
Can you please be quiet for 1 second?
It'd be really good with honey.
Ugh, this little demon.
Looks like you two are getting along.
Can I see your room, Lizzie? I bet it's awesome. Dad gave me a really cool room, too.
Hearing him call my dad made my blood boil. Stop. Do not enter my room. Ever. I seriously thought I'd lose my mind if I had to keep dealing with this kid. School became my escape. Anything was better than being at home. Drive, please. Now. I stepped through the school gates, fixed my hair, and put on my signature smile, hoping no one could see how messy everything felt inside. After class, as I walked out of the bathroom, I noticed a crowd at the end of the hallway.
Aw, he's so cute.
Who are you looking for, little guy? Where is your mom?
Elizabeth. She's my important lady.
Wait, Elizabeth has a kid.
I mean, maybe she was gone for 5 years.
I wanted to drop dead right there.
Lizzie?
Caleb, no running here. A 4-year-old clung to my leg like I was his actual mom. No, I wasn't even his sister. I ducked behind a vending machine, pressing myself flat against the wall. Who even was I right now? The main character in Mission Impossible? Please, this was ridiculous.
Lizzie, I'm looking for you.
Oh my god, he was singing. The second he looked away, I bolted straight for the rooftop. No way he'd find me up here. The door opened immediately. A tall guy with soft gray eyes.
You're Elizabeth, right? Are you hiding from someone?
What? No, definitely not. I stood up, smiling like an idiot, only to see Caleb standing right there.
Lizzie, I finally found you. Asher helped me. He's really nice.
Asher looked down at Caleb, then back at me.
So this kid is,
No, absolutely not.
I'm Lizzie's little brother.
Stepbrother, temporary maybe. Hopefully not. Asher laughed. What was so funny exactly?
You know, if you need help, my mom runs a daycare near here. Caleb can stay there instead of chasing you around campus.
I don't want to go to daycare.
Buddy, there are lots of kids there. And toys.
Let's go there, Lizzie.
I can walk you both there if you want.
The daycare was small and cozy. Caleb ran inside, happily straight into the arms of a kind teacher, Asher's mom. Yeah, Dad would definitely approve of this place. So now, it was just me and Asher.
So, want to tell me what's actually going on? Why was Caleb following you to school?
It's stupid. He followed me, and then I told him everything. Dad bringing Caleb home after a business trip, Caleb sticking to me non-stop. And the worst part? I had no idea where the kid came from. He's doing the paperwork. He's officially adopting Caleb, making it legal, like permanent, like Caleb's replacing me.
Come on, having another kid doesn't mean your dad loves you less. My mom takes care of dozens of kids every day, and she still loves me that much.
I shook my head. Instantly, I could practically feel murderous energy radiating off me.
I think you need therapy.
What I really need is to know who she was.
Who?
Caleb's mom, the woman my dad met. The fastest way to find out was through Dad's assistant, the guy who went on every business trip with him. Our plan was one very suspicious coffee. After one sip, he sprinted to the bathroom. Asher had already been there. No toilet paper. That's when he needed us. You should talk. Where did my dad really go during that 3-month business trip?
Ms. Elizabeth, please.
I've got toilet paper, buddy.
Your father told me to keep it secret. I would never say. He went to the outskirts of Wellington County to pick up Caleb. Please don't tell your father. I slipped.
With the address in hand, Asher and I took off immediately. On the way there, I pictured a luxury apartment where Dad's mysterious woman was secretly living off his credit card. But when we arrived, there was only a small wooden house by the forest, and to our shock, an elderly woman answered the door. We're here to ask about Caleb.
Oh, that boy. Come in.
The room smelled like licorice as she poured us tea.
Caleb was brought to me as a baby. His mother, poor thing, was very young and overwhelmed. She passed away not long after leaving him here.
His mother? She nodded and handed me a small photo. A newborn baby wrapped in a blanket and the person holding the baby. I had to hold my breath. I finally understood. Caleb wasn't my dad's secret child. He was my mom's son and my brother. I don't get it. If Caleb was really my biological brother, why did my parents hide him for so many years? Asher stayed silent the entire drive back. When we stopped in front of my house, he leaned in and whispered,
Go talk to him. You deserve answers.
Dad was sitting in his armchair, staring into the crackling fireplace. He knew I was there the moment I walked in.
I heard you found a good daycare for Caleb. Thank you, sweetheart. And I also know you went to Wellington County.
Tell me everything, Dad. He let out a long breath, like he'd been holding it in for years.
To me, your mother was the purest woman in the world. Our marriage was arranged, but I loved her. From the first moment, she was different. She loved her childhood sweetheart. Even after we married, she could never fully let him go.
When I was away,
she left too. She went to look for love. She couldn't move on. Caleb was born during that time, but the man abandoned them. Your mother gave birth and left Caleb with an elderly woman in Wellington County.
Dad, you should have told me everything. I misunderstood you. I broke down in his arms, crying uncontrollably. The most honorable man I had ever known. He held me close, and I knew this was forgiveness. Then my phone rang. It was Asher.
Elizabeth, come to the daycare now. Caleb's crying really hard.
Dad grabbed the keys without saying a word, and we rushed out. No matter what, Caleb was my blood. The tiny boy, messy-haired, still clutching his stuffed dinosaur, ran straight to me the second he saw me.
Lizzie, I thought you left me.
Or the first time. I hugged him tight. Dad knelt beside us.
We're here now.
And just like that, everything felt right. I looked at Asher, the boy who had walked into my life just that morning. Hi, I'm June Carter, 15 years old. At 15, people called me a genius. Mom's a businesswoman while Dad was a hard-working professor, even though he passed away 5 years ago and I got all their brains. We lived in a regular apartment in the heart of New York, aka the city that never sleeps. Every weekend came with the soundtrack of construction. Even when I was trying to read the encyclopedia, it felt like someone was drilling straight into my head. One afternoon, I came home and saw Mom buried under a mountain of stuff. So, are we starting a new gig in shipping or something?
We're moving.
Moving? Where? Why?
Somewhere in the suburbs. Quiet, fresh air. You'll like it.
I tried to figure it out with my genius-level brain, but it came up empty.
You'll know soon, sweetie. Just trust me, okay?
I mean, I already packed, didn't I? I totally passed out in the car until it screeched to a stop in front of this giant, ancient, filthy rich mansion. Mom, did we get lost or something? She didn't answer, just waved for me to follow her down the stone path. The door opened. A butler bowed in front of us.
Welcome home, Miss Carter. The madam is in her room.
Wait, what? 2 minutes later, I was standing next to Mom in a fancy room. On the big bed lay a woman I'd never seen in my life. She looked like royalty.
June, this is your grandmother, Margaret.
I have a grandma? Yup, I did. She was the CEO of some big deal investment firm.
She's fixing her will, but that's not why we're here. June, we're just visiting.
Sure, totally believable. But my biggest question was, why the heck didn't Mom ever tell me about her grandma Margaret? Before I could even speak, a man stormed into the room without knocking. Right behind him were a girl and a guy guy around my age. Turns out he was my uncle, and those two were totally my cousins.
This is Clarissa, 17, and Joseph, 16. What perfect timing, huh, June?
Clarissa looked like she walked out of a Ralph Lauren ad, chill and full of herself. She shook my hand like she was a queen and I was the local peasant. Joseph didn't even try to act nice. From the way they looked at me, I could tell they saw me as competition for the inheritance. That night, I just stared at the ceiling, hearing my uncle's voice on loop.
What perfect timing, huh, June?
That was not a welcome obvi, so I made a choice. Let them think I was harmless. Let them underestimate me. I'd play dumb and stay chill. The next morning at breakfast, then, I happened to ask Clarissa was passing by, "Do we have any oat milk?" I read somewhere cows are like totally extinct. Clarissa almost choked and Joseph snorted. Good, let them think I'm clueless. Right then, I heard Grandma yelling. A maid came rushing out with her wheelchair. She was crying.
She's being cranky again.
She hates looking weak in that chair.
So she hadn't left her room in months. Boring. Guess it was time I said hi to Grandma. I made a bold move and asked her out for a stroll. Good afternoon, madam. Your royal chariot a wet. Luckily, she didn't scream at me, but she didn't look thrilled either.
Do I look like I'm dying to you?
No, but I think the Roses could really use a firm supervisor. They've been kind of rebellious lately. My dumb comment actually made her laugh, and somehow I became the first person to get Grandma Margaret out of her room in forever. That walk changed everything. We got to know each other. Turns out Grandma wasn't cold. She was indeed soft-hearted. I had a feeling Clarissa and Joseph wouldn't win by just showing off.
Oh, my lady's out for a garden stroll today.
That's when I met Fred, son of the gardener, but honestly, he was closer to Grandma than anyone else in the house. You should have seen them. Meanwhile, I kept dodging my oh-so-charming cousins like a pro. Clarissa was still proudly parading her medals and certificates to Grandma, and of course, she got praised every single time.
Have you ever heard of the company's renovation budget, June?
She was testing me. Hold on, I'm hurting these ants right now. What did you say?
Never mind.
Eventually, Clarissa just stopped acknowledging me, but Joseph, not yet. One morning while I was making tea for Grandma, Joseph strolled up all friendly and handed me a little jar, said it was the best kind of sugar for the elderly. Naturally, I used it. Grandma took a sip, then froze completely.
June made that tea just for you, Grandma. Oh my gosh. This girl just put salt in the tea.
I saw this TikTok that said seniors sometimes need more sodium for blood circulation.
That's creative and thoughtful.
Joseph looked like he just bit into a lemon. Guess he didn't expect me to dodge his little trap like that. June 1st, Joseph, salty. Somehow, those wheelchair walks with Grandma became a daily thing. Her stories were like old novels worn dramatic, but totally fascinating. And little by little, she opened up.
I was engaged once, but I chose the Carter name instead. I was young, foolish, hungry for power. Your mother didn't want that life. She chose love, and she left. I let her.
And she's never regretted that choice. And just like that, I had my answer. Why? I'd never heard of Grandma Margaret until now. I wasn't mad at Mom. I admired her more than ever. Then one day, I got tasked with finding her beloved cat, Duchess. While wandering in the garden, I heard a thump in the dry grass, followed by Duchess' familiar meow. If you jump off the roof and land on this patch of grass, you could survive as long as you hit it at the right angle and the air drag doesn't mess you up too bad. But seriously, don't pull that kind of stunt again. Got it?
Most people don't really factor in air resistance, you know?
Fred had showed up out of nowhere, holding a plate of lemon tart, probably meant for Grandma. Oh.
If you were really clueless, you could never say things like that.
He handed me a slice and walked away. That look he gave me was like he saw straight through the act, and that's when I noticed Clarissa and Joseph were there too.
I knew it. She's been playing us this whole time, pretending to be all sweet and innocent. Just a fool, Grandma.
Not even a second later, the two of them stormed straight into Grandma's room and slammed the door shut. My stomach dropped. If they started digging, they'd definitely find the articles about me, the brainiac who won all those competitions. The harmless little June image would be gone. A little later, the door opened again. Clarissa walked out, calm as ever. Meanwhile, Joseph shot me that smug little smirk of his.
Grandma's not in the mood for her walk today. You should go back to your room. Oh, and she wants to talk to you tomorrow morning. And tomorrow night, she's announcing the will. Let your mom know.
That night, I couldn't sleep, just like my first night here. But this time, it wasn't about strategy. I was scared. I cared about Grandma, the woman who used to glare at anyone who brought her a wheelchair, who now trusted me to push it. She told me stories no one else had heard. She let me in, and I lied. The next morning, I stepped into her room like I was walking into court, but when she looked at me, her smile was so soft, like Clarissa and Joseph hadn't said a single word to her.
June, if I didn't choose you, would you still stay?
I didn't come here to be chosen. I'm staying because I love you.
That's all, dear. You can go now. See you at dinner.
I sat outside on the swing, totally spaced out, thinking about what just happened. Was she mad? Did she forgive me?
You okay?
She knows everything. I shouldn't have faked it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. But even smart people do dumb stuff sometimes.
Fred always knew how to say the right thing. No wonder Grandma adored him. That night was the first time Grandma joined us for dinner. And the tension? You could cut it with a spoon.
I've made my decision.
I swear I could hear the clock ticking.
The one who will inherit the estate and lead the company is June.
My breath caught. My heart was doing somersaults. Why me? Why someone who didn't even play the game? My uncle stood up so fast. Then he walked straight out of the room. Didn't say a single word. Clarissa didn't flinch. Didn't get mad either. She just froze.
But she's a straight-up liar. How could you trust her?
I've known for a while. A truly foolish child could never pretend the way June did. What I saw wasn't deception. It was restraint, kindness, wisdom, and I believe you can do this.
Joseph shoved his chair back, then stormed out. Clarissa looked at me, then said, smiled.
I'll help you. If you want to learn more about the company, just ask.
Thank you, seriously. After dinner, I spotted Mom standing in the hallway. She looked nervous, like really nervous.
She asked to talk. After all this time, she asked me to sit with her.
Mom stayed in Grandma's room for a long time that night. I had no idea what they talked about, but afterwards, she hugged me tight and whispered,
"Thank you."
And I knew something broken had finally started to heal. I stepped outside and saw Fred waiting for me. He looked like the main lead from a K-drama.
Hey mutant, not gonna lie, you're kinda terrifying when you look all wise and enlightened.
You stalking me now?
Just doing Grandma's bidding, taking you to your new school.
Hi, I'm Irina from Russia. Please like and subscribe. My mom gave birth to 2 identical twins, me and my sister Rita. Unfortunately, we were only a month old when my parents divorced. Mom took Rita to the city while I stayed in the village with Dad. Dad was my only friend because growing up I was super shy and preferred to read and write stories in my journal than play with other kids.
Are you sure you want to spend another Friday night alone, sweetie?
Don't worry, Dad, I'm fine. Aren't you happy I'm not going to any wild parties or dating any boys? Then one day when I was 16, I got a strange visitor.
Hi, Irina. Oh, you're all grown up now, and so beautiful.
Thanks. Do I know you?
Wow. I guess your dad never mentioned me much or kept any pictures. I'm your mom.
Huh? You're joking, right? But she wasn't. Instead, Dad came over and the 2 of them sat down with me in the living room.
All right. I let you come over because you said you had an emergency. So what's going on?
It's Irina's sister, Rita. She's a model and makes a lot of money, but she started struggling with mental illness and suddenly quit. Now, if she doesn't complete her contract, we'll be sued for a crazy amount of money. Irina has to fill in for her. No one will know. I may have to trim her bangs a bit, though.
Wait, what? This is the emergency?
What a stupid and twisted thing to ask your daughter that you haven't seen in 16 years. Get out of my house right now.
They started arguing and I didn't know what to do, so I just slipped out of the room and tried to calm myself down. But Mom just wouldn't give up. And the next day she made me a crazy offer.
Your father mentioned you write stories and that it's your dream to become a famous author. What if I told you I knew an agency that could publish your work and pay you a fortune?
How could I say no to something like that? After that, I convinced Dad to do the modeling contract, and finally he agreed. So I moved to the city where Mom and Rita lived in a mansion. Mom greeted me at the door and hugged me tightly. I still wasn't entirely comfortable with her, but it was nice to feel welcome.
You'll meet Rita later today. She doesn't leave her bedroom. She even has dinner there.
You mean I'll only see her if I come upstairs with you? Doesn't she ever leave the house? Mom didn't answer. She just snapped her fingers and ordered some servants to get me settled in my room. God, this place was so different from what I was used to. And I was curious to meet my mysterious sister, too. That evening, I was reading in my room when I heard a scream outside my room. I went into the hallway to find the maid covered in food. That's when I also saw Mom and Rita.
I told her I wanted pizza for dinner, not these soggy vegetables.
Of course, baby. Our mistake. But pizza's not good for you right now. We'll get you the tastiest salad ever. I'll give you a raise, all right? I can't have another servant quit because of her.
You always do this. Mom, I don't want a salad. If I don't get a pizza right now, I'll take all of your gold jewelry and give it to the neighbor's dog to chew on and then throw up.
Excuse me, but don't speak to your mom like that. And you certainly didn't need to throw food at your maid.
This is my twin sister, Mom. She has a lot of nerve for a house guest. Also, we may look identical, but her skin is way more blotchy than mine. You should tell the photographer that beforehand.
Geez, this girl was something else. I went off to bed after that, and Mom told me not to take Rita's behavior personally.
I just want her to be happy and healthy.
The next day, I arrived on set when suddenly I noticed everyone glaring at me and whispering angrily. What was going on? Hey, why is everyone here giving me dirty looks? Did I do something wrong?
Ugh, you're here? I thought you quit after you humiliated me in front of thousands of people. Also, you bullied every single person on set since you started working here, Rita. They were hoping they'd never see you again after you left.
What? I bullied everybody here? And what did I do to you? I mean, I didn't take my meds this morning, so I forgot what happened. Can you remind me?
Ugh, give me a break!
Rita had apparently done a lot of horrible things because every person around me acted like I was some kind of monster. I called Mom and told her what had happened.
You must have spoken with Vlad, Rita's coworker and ex-boyfriend. She dumped him publicly during an acceptance speech for an awards show and said some mean things. Just focus on your work, honey. He's not your problem.
I knew Mom was right, so the next day, I ignored all the death stares and kept to myself. But later that afternoon, Vlad and I had to do a photo shoot together. The photographer was about to start when suddenly she started freaking out.
I cannot work like this. Vlad, how much weight did you gain? The costume designers worked really hard and you. Ugh, forget it. I'm requesting a different model.
What? Why? We've been rehearsing this for weeks and I haven't gained any weight.
He really does look great. Maybe his suit just has to be tailored a bit. The photographer wouldn't listen, and Vlad stormed off with tears in his eyes. Vlad, don't listen to that photographer. You're in great shape. I don't get why she had to be such a jerk.
Well, she wasn't totally wrong. I have put on a little weight. I'm surprised you didn't make fun of me about it.
Have I made fun of your body in the past?
You made fun of it in front of thousands of people. During your award speech, you said you were dumping me because I didn't have abs anymore.
Wow. Well, I'd like to apologize for that. The truth is, I think you're really brave for doing a job like this. I hate having my picture taken. I mean, even though I'm a model. The point is, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I really didn't expect an apology from you. We're still broken up, but thanks for that.
After our talk, Vlad was nicer to me, which made my job a lot easier. One day, I headed to the den to watch some TV when I saw Rita sitting on the couch. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? This is my house, isn't it?
Yeah, but I thought you never came out of your room.
I don't. But my room doesn't have a TV, and I like watching Luna videos on a big screen.
You watch Luna Avatar too? They're my favorite YouTube channel. Their stories are what inspired me to become a writer.
Yeah, I don't care. You can watch with me as long as you keep your mouth shut.
I decided to take the opportunity to spend time with Rita. She obviously had some issues, and I was curious to know more about her. As we were watching videos, Rita's phone suddenly rang, and she looked annoyed.
Why is Vlad calling me?
My heart started racing as Rita answered the phone. Apparently, Vlad had called to ask her out to coffee.
He said he's glad we're getting along better lately, and that I seem happier and healthier. Did you flirt with him or something?
What? No, we're just friendly coworkers.
Listen to me. At your job, you're not Irina. You're Rita. And Rita doesn't want you talking to Vlad at all. I still love him.
You love him, and yet you dumped and publicly body-shamed him? Look, I'm not interested in your ex-boyfriend, but I'm allowed to be his friend. He's not your property, and he deserves to be around someone who doesn't mistreat him. I left before Rita could answer, and the next morning at work, I told Vlad I was sorry if I was rude to him on the phone and that I was happy to hang out.
I really don't have time for your games, Rita.
I'm not playing games, dude. Just whatever you do, don't call or text me on that number again. I got a new number. I convinced Vlad to let me buy him coffee, and as we were walking to a cafe, I saw a lady come up to us with a little girl behind her.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but my daughter is a big fan, and I wanted to say hi. She's just a little shy.
You don't have to feel shy. I'm just a normal girl at the end of the day, like you.
Did your mom buy you this pretty scarf?
Actually, I got it as a present from my agency. Do you want it? I think you'd look even better in it than I do.
No, we can't possibly accept that from you.
Rita, that scarf cost thousands of...
It's okay. Really, I want her to have it. The girl was starry-eyed, and her mom thanked me over and over.
Wow, I can't believe you just did that. You've changed a lot during your vacation, haven't you? Are you in therapy now or something?
I guess you could say that. Vlad insisted on buying me coffee instead of the other way around. And I even got some free pastries since the cashier was also a fan of Rita. I was living like royalty, pretending to be her. And my life as a model just kept getting better. I was getting huge business deals because everyone was amazed at how Rita had apparently made a comeback. But my success drove my sister totally wild.
You're just living your perfect life, aren't you? Oh no, wait! You're living my life!
The only reason I'm even here is because you sabotaged your career with your awful behavior. Rita just threw a pillow at my head and walked off. What a brat. As more time passed, I also started hanging out with Vlad, and we became really close. But I was always hesitant to tell him about my real identity. One night, he walked me home, and when we arrived in front of the house, he took my hand, and I felt my knees go weak.
I had such a lovely day with you. You seem a lot happier and healthier lately. Or maybe I'm just seeing a different side of you.
Suddenly, he leaned in to kiss me, and I found myself pulling away. Vlad, I'm sorry, but I can't kiss you.
What do you mean? I want to give us a second chance. 'Cause you're the new you.
I know. But things with me are more complicated than they look. I have to go, I'm sorry. I quickly snuck inside the house, but when I closed the door, I saw Rita leaning against the wall, and she looked enraged.
I saw you two from my bedroom window. Irina, I told you to stay away from Vlad. I know we haven't grown up together, but you're still my sister, and sisters don't steal each other's boyfriends.
I'm not stealing anything from you. He tried to kiss me, and I refused. But if you still love him, you should reach out and apologize.
Do you think I haven't done that? He won't take me back, Irina. I know it doesn't look like it, but I am trying to work on myself and become a better person. Hurting Vlad was the biggest regret of my life.
I didn't know how to respond to that. And as I lay in bed, I felt torn about what to do. I did have feelings for Vlad, and Rita had been horrible to him, but I still didn't want to hurt her. So the next day at work, I told Vlad I only wanted to be friends.
But why? Is there something you're not telling me?
It's just that. Suddenly, I saw something that made me forget what I wanted to say. The director was putting an envelope next to my purse, and it had my name on it. I left Vlad right away to see what it was. Excuse me, what's in this bag?
The menu for your new diet.
What do you mean I have to drop some weight?
That's ridiculous. We've given you this diet many times, and you are fine. So, can you do your job and follow this diet, or are you going to go crazy and have a mental breakdown again?
I felt like the ground beneath me had collapsed. This was how the agency had treated Rita when she was here. No wonder she'd been struggling. I had to see her right away. I went home and knocked on Rita's door, but there was no answer. Then suddenly, I smelled something weird coming from underneath the floor. So I opened the door and my heart dropped. Rita's entire bedroom was covered with dirty plates, and there was food under her bed that she'd snuck in from the kitchen. At that second, Rita's bathroom door opened.
Oh my God, get out! This is a total invasion of privacy.
Rita, what is all this? The director gave me the diet menu today, and she said she's always given it to you whenever you put on weight. But now I think you have an eating disorder.
My eating disorder led to my breakdown. I thought it was a harmless diet, but they kept telling me that I was still too heavy. So I started starving myself. But I'd get hungry and stuff my face, and the pressure to look perfect got to me. And then I projected my own insecurities onto Vlad. Irina, I was never jealous of you. I just didn't want you to suffer like I did.
Oh my God, I had no idea. I am so sorry.
But it doesn't excuse my behavior. It's turned me into a monster.
I hugged Rita tight and let her cry for a while. And after that, we went straight to the agency to take care of business. But when we arrived, Mom was there, and when she saw Rita, she freaked.
What is she doing here? Irina, I came here to help you sign a contract for a new business deal. We could get into huge trouble if someone sees you two together.
Forget it, Mom. I'm not filling in for Rita anymore. I'm done. You care more about money than you do your daughter's health and well-being. This agency totally mistreated Rita and the other models. And if I stay any longer, I'll go down the same dark path she did.
Oh, Irina, don't be overly dramatic. Rita's breakdown had nothing to do with the agency.
Rita was about to answer when we heard footsteps behind us. And when we turned around, it was Vlad. I hadn't spoken to him since the other day. His eyes got huge as he stared at Rita and me.
Rita, you have a twin?
Actually, I'm not Rita. My name is Irina, and I've been secretly filling in for Rita since last month. She didn't want to continue modeling, but they were going to sue us, and she quit before her contract ended, and...
It was her you've been hanging out with this whole time.
I don't understand. So you both lied to me and the whole world about all this?
It wasn't our choice. Vlad walked away before I could finish, and I was devastated. I wanted to go after him, but I had to take care of other things first. I called Dad right away, and with his help, we filed a lawsuit against both the agency and Mom for mistreatment and fraud. Dad got custody of Rita and got her the therapy she needed, and I was still able to get my stories published. But our little switcheroo was all over the news, and Vlad was still ignoring our calls. Then one day, Vlad texted me to meet him at a cafe, but he said he didn't want to talk to Rita. That was weird. So talk to me. How come you asked me to come here but not Rita?
Because you're the one I want to be with. Irina, you're a better person than Rita is. I was hurt that you lied, but I know you had your reasons.
I'm not a better person than Rita. I just had it way easier than her. She still loves you and wants a second chance.
But she hurt me too deeply, and I don't think I can ever love her the same. You're the one I want to be with.
My heart raced as Vlad took my hands and I stared into his deep, dark eyes. Vlad, maybe someday we can be together, but right now I have to focus on myself. I've been living my sister's life for too long, and I've lost touch with who I am. Still, I've loved every moment I spent with you.
Me too. Good luck, Irina.
And with that, I left the cafe with a smile, ready to start a new chapter of my life.